reason it just don't look as bright. What's up with y'all tonight? Let's see, surviving this thing. Had a long day today. A little tired, long day today, but it's all good. I'm trying to see why. Is it? Let's see. Okay, this is more like it. There we go. Now, 'cause that was not bright enough for me. That was just too low. So now we got that straightened out. How you guys doing today? Good, I hope. I thought I'd do a video not driving for a change. I know I look tired. Ooh, hard work to get that done too. Eating too. But nevertheless, how y'all doing this good evening here? Something that I want to show you. We're gonna do an unboxing tonight, and I'm excited about it. Yes, indeed. So let's just talk a little bit about different ways to heat your vehicle. Let's talk about that. So say you got your vehicle. Notoriously, this is why I really wanted to make this video. I promise you. If anybody owns a Ford F-150, a Expedition, a Excursion, just a freaking Ford truck, period. I love Ford trucks. I love it. J5, how you doing? I love Ford trucks. But you know, just like I know, if you are the owner of a Ford truck, let me tell you right now, that heater coil in that Ford truck is going to fail you sooner or later. It seems like every truck I've gotten, every Ford I've ever bought, the heater coil goes out. I'm like, oh my goodness. This is so irritating. And you know, when it goes out when it's getting ready to get cold outside. Oh, as long as it's hot, it's just wonderful. As soon as it get ready to get cold, that's when it go out. Now I got water on the floorboard of the truck and all this foolishness right here. So I'm like, man, what can I do about that? So I'm here asking y'all tonight because I got something for you. But I just want to ask. My question is, how do you keep warm when your heater coil has gone out and your F-150, Expedition, Excursion, whatever you got? If it's gone out, what do you do? But I am going to share some other things that I did do that seem to work pretty good, but you still know that you're lacking heat in the vehicle. Trust me. Okay? So, hey, Pebbles, how you doing? So, the man, how you doing? All right. Welcome, everybody. Mississippi Survivor here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, okay. But anyway, now, so my question is, so what would you do? Have you ever experienced having your heater coil in your vehicle go out? If you experienced that, what did you do to keep warm? Besides, unless, of course, you can go get the heater coil fixed, but anybody knows, like I know, if you own a Ford F-150, anything of that nature, I guarantee you, if you're trying to change the heater coil in it, that thing is expensive to change. I asked the guy, I said, how much you'll charge me to change the heater coil? He said, oh, give me a second. He got on his phone. I said, well, how much is it? 1,700. 1,700 to change a heater core? Man, nah. I said, bro, are you sure? Because I'm not trying to buy a vehicle. I wanted to change the heater core in the vehicle. This man told me with a straight face, $1,700. Then I got another guy that gave me a decent price, but he didn't sound too sure. He said, well, I don't really like messing with them. Anytime you get somebody to tell you that they really don't like messing with something, don't let them work on your car. Because if you let them work on your car, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to you right off the bat. Especially when you're dealing with your dashboard. Man, they're going to take out 300 screws and put back 4. That's what's going to happen. Dashboard going to be shaking. It's going to be cracked down the middle. No, that is not a good idea. That's a terrible idea. I wouldn't dare do it. So I'm gonna tell you a few ways that I came up with. A few ways I came up with of staying warm. I mean, I tried a lot of stuff. Trust me. One of the ways I did was electric blankets. 2 different kinds. I used the 110 volt electric blankets, which gets hotter. Then I got the DC blanket. But I use both of those. I use a DC blanket plugged up to the truck, and I use the electric blanket plugged up to a power station. But my thing is, if you're gonna put electric blanket on a power station that's 110, you got to have a pretty good size blanket. Pretty good size power station to do that. If you ain't got the correct size power station and that's what you want to do, man, that 110 volts, man, it's gonna it'll eat your power station up. It'll be in, then it'll be out. I guarantee you, it'll eat it up. Something like a 300 watt. Only way you can run that like that, you got to keep the blanket. The electric blanket had to be on low for your 110 volt. It's gonna have to stay on low, and it's still using close to 100 watts still. Now so you only get probably about, give or take, 3 hours. Depends on how big your power station is. Now the other one that I can plug it up, it only run pulling about 50 watts. I can get about 6 hours out of that. And then too, I thought about it too. The way I was counting it, I really wasn't counting correctly, because if you got a power station, you can't just count it for the whole 3 hours, because you ain't gonna run it for 3 hours straight. You ain't gonna go nowhere in your town, but it's gonna take 3 hours to get there. It might take 30 minutes to get here, 20 minutes to get there. So that means in that time it's off, and then you turn it back on and you use it again when you get back in the truck, however you want to do it. But it's not like a straight usage. So that was another thing that I kind of went wrong on. I'm like, okay, I gotta recalculate this. Another thing I did, and when the weather's pretty cold, it's a waste. If you going up the expressway on the highway and you driving for a length of time, hour, 2 hours, it's really not gonna help you none, because all that air is gonna be coming up through the vents in the truck, and there's nothing to heat it up. All is gonna be coming through there, and it's not gonna work. You're gonna be freezing up now. The blankets will work better at that time. But the next thing I did was the portable heaters. That was the next thing that I used. I went to Walmart and I found some portable heaters for it was $10 a piece, and it was like 200. It's supposed to be 200 watts, but I found all the ones that said 200 watts when I bought them. None of them were 200 watts. It was like 250. 50-ish, 260 something. None of them was exactly what they said it was. Then when you first put it in, it's going to spike you up to like 300 and something. So if you got a 300 watt power station, it's not going to work. You got to have, I would at least get 600, something to run an inverter of a 600 watt and get you like a 700 watt hours or something like that. Because I'm running on smaller, but I'm just saying, if you do it that way, it just ain't gonna work efficiently as you want it to. But I use electric heaters too, and those it ain't pushing enough heat around your truck. It's not pushing enough heat to try to run to keep you warm, especially you got somebody in the back seat. They're gonna freeze to death. You the only one gonna get a little bit of heat because you got this like here to here. I'm like, nah. So I said I'm gonna go to Walmart and I'm gonna research. I'm gonna look online and I'm gonna find a heater that puts out more heat. And I'm gonna get my. I built two power stations. I said, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take these power stations because they got 1,100 watt hours. 1,100 watt hours. One of them has a 750 watt inverter, and then my other one has a 3,000 watt inverter and 1,100 watt hours with the capability of adding more capacity of a battery on it as well. So I took one of those and I said I did some research. I went to Walmart. I stayed in that section for, I promise you, probably about 2 hours. People was passing by me like I was trying to steal heaters because I was taking them out of the box and I was plugging them up in the wall because I wanted to see how hard they were blowing. That's what I need to know. I wanted to get a decent price, see how hard they're blowing, and the main thing I wanted to know was how many watts how many watts it was putting out. I needed something to put out. I don't want nothing that's putting out 1,400 watts because whatever you got, it's gonna run, it's gonna kill it immediately. So I was like, no, I don't want that. So I kept looking, and I found something that allowed me all the way down to 750, 700 watts is what it was putting. So I knew at 700 watts, and I was getting 1,100 watt hours. I'm looking at 2 hours maybe somewhere in that neighborhood. So that means I'm gonna have to run it for about 30 minutes and get it warm and then shut it off and then start over and then do it again. But I had some tape because I didn't want to drill any holes into my board that I had next to it, my armrest. I didn't want to drill no holes in my armrest. I said I ain't doing that. That's crazy. So I found some tape, and man, look, this tape is awesome. I haven't. It was on the market in Walmart, and I haven't seen it since. I'm like, where did this tape go? The tape is called Alien Tape, and you can purchase this Alien Tape at Walmart. And I'm like, man, the tape is so tough. I took this tape. I hate to get off track. I'm gonna get back to that in a minute. But I took the same tape and I put this tape on the bottom of the fan and I stuck it to the center console of the truck. Man, I'm talking about when I say it didn't move, all that driving and turning, it wouldn't move. And I lifted the center console up and it stuck. It stayed just like that, didn't move. I said, "This is some bad tape." So I said, "I'll do a more testing." So I took the tape outside and I found some cameras that I wanted to put up. And I took some alcohol and I cleaned the spot where it needs to go. And I stuck the tape there and I put the camera on it. And that's been there for the last couple of months. It done rain, bad weather, storming, all kind of stuff, sleeting, and that joker has not moved yet. I'm like, man, this is awesome. So, I mean, that's some tape, man. If you want some good double-sided tape, that's the best double-sided tape I've seen. Period. Anywhere. That's the best double-sided tape I've seen anywhere. Nowhere else have I seen any double-sided tape any better at all. So, trying to watch my chat here. Sorry about that. Yeah, they was tripping on the price. But back to what I was saying. Now you got your electric heaters. That was the next thing I tried. I tried that on your the electric heater. I tried on power stations and power stations I built that had a lot more power. And it was, for me personally, I felt like it was cheaper. It was time consuming, but it was cheaper for me to build my own power station, especially if you want an 1,100 watt power station. Man, you're not finna get no 1100 watt power station cheap. You finna pay for that. Yeah, that's gonna be some money for you, sir. You gonna get that cheap and just walk away with it. I guarantee you that. So I did electric blankets, DC, AC. I did heater. Now here comes the next one that I use. I don't need you laughing at me, but I'm finna tell you. When you cold, oh, you'll try anything. Trust me. Get cold, you'll see. And don't have no heat. You'll try everything. So the next thing I did was, the small buddy heater, which you just the top, and you screw it onto the propane tank. It's got the little bottom foot that you put up on it. I took that and put it in the back seat and strapped it down with some small bungee cords. And it was real stable. I made sure it didn't move. So I lit it. Is that cool? It had it nice and hot in the truck. But here comes the problem with propane in the truck. One, you got to keep the window cracked because it's got to breathe. You need the oxygen because that stuff stinks, and you got to make sure it breathes, especially when you just lighten it. It's got to breathe. Here comes the major problem you're gonna have right here. The major problem you're gonna get ready to have is it's gonna fog up all your windows. All the windows are gonna be fogged up. So that goes your next problem you're gonna have. You can't see nothing, I guarantee you, because I had to learn all this stuff the hard way. And I mean, when you're dealing with propane, it's going to create a lot of moisture in the air, and it's going to fog up your windows. And if you don't get out here and do some of this stuff, you're not gonna know. You know what I mean? You gotta learn by trial and error. You want to get good at something and be proficient and be ready when the time comes and when you really need it. Man, you gotta get out there and make it happen. You can't just sit there. Now, you want to if you want to do something, you got to get out there and start putting your hand to it and doing the work in order so you can be better at what it is. So if you've had hands on with it, you've dealt with it, then you know how to handle it when the time comes. Which is another thing I'm gonna bring it to. Here comes the next one. This one I almost did, but I backed out of it. I watched so many people with van life and uh, other different types of truck where they stay in their truck and stuff like that. The other thing that I was going to try, but when they went to cutting the floorboard, putting holes in the floor and running pipes and oh no, player, I ain't doing all that. That's too much. Diesel heater was the next thing I was going to try. But I'm not gonna cut no holes in my floorboard of my truck. And then be my luck is, you spit on the floor down here 2 times, it'll flood. So I'm like, nah, I ain't finna do that. And then I do that, then the water get high, and don't drive the truck through, and then there's gonna be water coming up through my truck. And it's gonna flood the diesel heater out. So I'm like, nope. And I just don't trust putting a diesel heater inside a vehicle and trying to pipe out the exhaust down through the floorboard. I just don't, because there's too much can go wrong. I mean, the air intake is this close to the exhaust. It's that close. There's too much can go wrong. If you ain't got them lines on tight, or while you driving around all day, that vibration could just easily just start loosening up where your exhaust go. I learned a lot with the diesel heater. Trust me. In rain, if you leave, say you leave your diesel heater outside. I left mine outside because I didn't want it inside, and ran some wire and I put the control board inside. And I said I just didn't want it outside, so I'm gonna run it. I didn't want it inside. I'm running outside. I'm running outside, and when it started raining hard, it quit. I said, "Man," I'm like, dude, I just bought this thing. I'm like, man, what's the problem? I said, why is it acting a fool? So I come to find out after I read the error code, it was like something blocking the airways. And I said, ain't nothing in the airways is brand new. What's going on? This new pipe, the pipe that comes with the system, the air intake pipe that comes with the system, it suck. That's what it is. So when water gets on it, it actually saturates and water goes in through the pipe. Plus the pipe, the air intake pipe was too short. So I had to add an extra plex pipe and slide it down inside of it. And rain was going around that too, and that was still going inside of it. So it was actually choking the system. It was choking the diesel heater down. So when it's doing that, by choking it down like that, it wasn't allowing enough air to come through, so the diesel heater would work. I did find some alternative things to do with that because I ended up using a dry vent, solid iron dry vent, but I didn't change the air hose. Yeah, I did. On the air hose, I did change it. I found some stuff at our local hardware store, and my God, it was high. A piece about J long to reach to where I needed to go was like $30 for that one little piece. I'm like, man, I can't be serious, but they was, and I had to pay it. So diesel heater for me was another thing that was out of the question. But for the home, oh, I love diesel heater for the home. I love it. Yeah, but for the home, I love the diesel heater when it comes to being for the home. I love it. I don't think you can beat it, honestly. I mean, because nothing else you got is going to run that long. Only thing I know that'll run that long is if you have a propane tank, a 20-pound propane tank, which I have several of them. A 20-pound propane tank, and run that to your big buddy heater, and then run it on low. Now, if you do that and you run that on low, then that thing will run for 144 hours. Ask me how I know. This is not just what somebody told me. This is something I did. I just ran it because I wanted to see. Like, why did you waste that much propane? Because I can get propane refilled in my city very cheap. That's why. I don't know how much it costs in most places. Some people told me $25, $27 just to get a refill. I mean, you're gonna pay that much. Why you didn't just go to Family Dollar and switch it out? I think that's like $19, 20, $21, somewhere to that tune. But I did find in my city it's very cheap to get the propane tank refill. I think ours is only I paid $15 to get a refill. And you can do the math on that, and you can see those canisters. Them freaking canisters, like one freaking canister, what is it? One or two you get for $10. And they ain't even close. That's 2 pounds. 2 pounds versus 20 pounds. Now you do the math on that. I'll take the 20-pound tank for $2,000, Alex. Thank you. So I did two of those. I mean, you spend $30 to fill up two of them tanks. That's 40 pounds of propane, and that's 144 hours plus 144 hours, 288 hours. That's a lot. But what I do like about the diesel heater is the efficiency of the diesel heater because you're dealing with the what you say? Y'all pay 20. I told you $28 in Texas. No, I'm from Mississippi, and where we are is $15 to fill up a 20-pound tank. Uh, I, I've been amazing for that price. I'll be going down there with somebody else there, sending down here. Look, when you go down there, get me some propane and bring it back. $28. That's what that's $60 to refill that thing. $60 for two tanks. You do that 60, but I can get that tank. I can get it done twice for that price. Golly, that's expensive. Donna K. Hey, thanks, Donna K. I appreciate that. Yeah, but the diesel heater. Now, what I was saying when it comes to the diesel heater, what I like with that is the efficiency of the diesel heater is insane. When you can take a less than 1 gallon tank on your diesel heater and get 13 hours out of it, that's insane. And that's on high. And I always burn my diesel heat on high. I never burn on low because it was like, well, you can reserve gas. You probably can get about 30 hours out of it. No, I don't do that. My reasoning because you'll build up a lot of carbon in the chamber and start causing you a bunch of problems. And if you don't want to be the one that's trying to tear that thing down and you ain't got nobody to tear it down, then you got an issue. I mean, so I let it burn on high as it goes, so it burns all the carbon and keeps the chamber clean. You know what I mean? And then another thing with the diesel heater is just flexible. Man, you can use cooking oil, regular oil, diesel oil, mixed diesel oil with some other kind of oil. That joker burn anything. It just stick it in there. It'll burn it. I'm talking about vegetable oil. It will burn vegetable oil. It's crazy. But I do all that. And, I mean, again, ask me how I know. You got to do it. You gotta put the work in. If you're looking for some results, you gotta put in the work. It ain't just gonna come to you to oh here I am, Bob. No, you gotta put in some work. If you trying to get something going and you want to know how something works, you gotta put in the work. That's just real talk. That's just how it go. Okay, so again, the diesel heater is very efficient, very flexible. And then, as far as the fuel is concerned, you can use multiple fuels. Another thing also with that is if you want it to last longer, all you gotta do is just put a bigger tank. You don't have to change the tank on the diesel heater. Just take the line out of it where it's going into the diesel heater and move it to a different jug that's bigger, and then you can get. I mean, shit, you're gonna get a whole week out of it if you can. And again, my biggest fault with the diesel heater is that it don't have a thermostat. If the diesel heater, if the diesel heater had a thermostat, bro, to me, my personal thing, if I feel like if the diesel heater had a thermostat, it would save so much more diesel, even running on high. You might be able to get 30 hours out of it running on high because when it's warm and you got it to the temperature where you want, it'll shut off. Which another thing happens if you have your house well insulated. If it's well insulated, you got a thermostat and that thing shuts off. It might stay off for about 2 hours before it turn back on. No, man, you saving massive. No, man, you ain't got nobody controlling you. You ain't got nobody saying shut you off. None of that. You running the show. You go get it when you get ready. You refill it when you get ready, and you run the show. You win it. I wish I. Oh yeah, I did. Might give me some water. I'm a little thirsty here. Y'all, excuse me. I got to have my water. Oh, that's good. I drink a lot of water. Now, I'm gonna get y'all to the next thing that I came up with. I'll get this out for you. Let's see. You know, I usually don't really do lives, man, but I said, what the devil? What the heck? Just go ahead and run it anyway. And the reason why I didn't want to do live, I just wanted to do pre-recorded, and I really didn't want to do live, because there's always some bunch of idiots. I ain't got time for all that. I have zero tolerance for foolishness. Man, I'll delete you and send you up out of here so fast you'll think it was already gone. So I don't be having time. And to avoid me even doing that, I just didn't do live. I just said, hey, I just do pre-recording. But it's 2025. I'm doing something different. I ain't gonna let foolishness stop me from doing nothing that I gotta do. I'm gonna keep on busting and doing what I gotta do. I'm gonna turn this around back. This is now. Let me tip this down. This is the new item that I came up with this time, and I believe this is gonna work better than any other thing that I have used to heat the vehicle. I'm pretty sure some of y'all have seen it. Some of y'all may not have seen it. Probably don't have a clue what the world this is. But I'm going to show you. I love my knives. I collect them. Got a lot of them. Got to open the box this way because I got my personal information, which I do not care to share. So, y'all bear with me as I try to get this open. Get it open and out. Gotta get it open. Uh-oh. Open the bar. Let's open the bar. Whoa. Let's get it popping, people. See what we got around here. Just as I suspected. Another box. Set that down. Got my personal infrastructure. Now, hopefully there's not another box in here. Hopefully it's the item. So let's move on down the line. Like they said, ease on down the road. Got my hand below. Ease on down the road. Okay. All right. There's actually an item this time. Let's see. Trying to see who that is. How to get this, please. Okay, Donna K, this is for the vehicle. Are you saying what is it that you looking for? You saying the electric bill is too high? You looking for something for your house? If you're looking for something for electric, you're gonna be looking for solar panels. Solar panels, get you some good generators. Generators. And my advice on generators, a lot of people get generators, different types and kinds, but my recommendation on generators is the smart generators. That's the only ones I buy. And the reason for that is because they are 50% quieter than regular generators. So that's why I would get the smart generators. The other generators are just they too loud. Everybody gonna know where you at. You getting where your location. Ask me how I know. I paid $1,000 for one, and I don't have it anymore. You know why I don't have it anymore? Because somebody liked it better than I did. So, and they made enough noise for everybody across town to hear. How many square feet on what, Donna K? Yep, 42 to 50 decibels. Absolutely. That's what mine runs. That's what my generator runs, 42 to 50 decibels. Yep, on the smart generator, yep. And also another good thing about having a smart generator is you don't have to go out there and spend top dollar trying to get the highest wattage and all that right there, because with a smart generator, you say, okay, I can only afford this $500 generator. Cool. I bought this. Now next month, I can afford another one. So I'm gonna buy another one just like it. Then you can take that and parallel port it together and stack them, and then the power you can double the wattage with the parallel ports that's on the generator. So you can run 4-5 generators together on parallel ports that's running at 700-800 watts, and then you hit that 7 times 4, 7 times 5. You got 3,500 watts. well, not 3,500. It'll be way more than that because mine's running like 45,000. So it'd be more like 10, 20, 40, 45, 45,000, 35,000 instead. So I'm gonna get back to that, but let's get this unboxing popping. I will answer some more questions, but let's get this going. Bum 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 bum. Oh, right. Got us a bag of fittings here of all kinds. Yeah, man, you're gonna need all these. This is that's a bracket to mount it. T-mounts. Need all this to run the pipes and wires, and then you got the what you call the thing? With the one screw in it, you tighten them down. I forgot off the top of my head. Anyway, I'm gonna put that over there. That's the hardware for it. Let's get this boy flipped over and get it out. Let's try to get this here so you guys can see. Turn this on over some more. There you go. What I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna put it on top of this box so you can sit up a little taller so you guys can see. There we go. There it is, guys. If your stupid heater core in your truck goes out, and your F-150, your Expedition, your Excursion, and believe me, I'm talking about strictly Ford, because some people have heater cores on Chevy, and you still can get to it without tearing out the entire stupid dashboard. Back to you, Jim. Okay. As you can see, it's 4 ports. And this is a lot of people ask, oh, is that electric? No, it's not electric. I'm going to turn it over so you can see. See right here? It's got the tubing on the side. So this tubing that's on here is going to run to the same piping, the same tubes from your heater core is where these 2 lines, your return and your out. That's what it's going to run. This is your 12 volt. Because I was having people trying to show me online, but they wasn't being detailed enough. So I'm like, dude, can you be a little bit more detailed than what you're being? So I said, okay, well, since you're going to be detailed, I'll buy one and I'll be detailed myself. So let me unwrap this stuff because I can't stand it. You got something that I may be interested in that can help me, and then you won't be detailed enough with the product in order to help me decide if that's what I want to do or not. So I'm like, okay, I'll just buy it and just take the chance and see myself. And this unit here was right about $100, about $100. That's cheap. Cost that much. That's pretty cheap. Unravel this so you can see exactly what we're looking at, what we're working with. I'm see can I get this unplugged from here. Move this temporary, then put it back. Alright, now move that for a second. Move all this. Now let's see. Now again, these are the ones. This is your regular heater core. The lines is coming off that. That's where this is going to hook up to. But you're going to get the same exact extreme hot water coming through this unit that was coming through your heater core. Your heater core ain't never a radiator. That's it. It's a radiator anyway. So, and then there's hot water from your truck that's coming from your antifreeze and all that stuff that's running through the truck. And then it's a fan blowing across it. And it's coming through into your truck. That's the same thing. Except this is going to be in a box. It's going to be external, and it's going to be inside the vehicle. Like you can put this up on your dashboard, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm putting it on the dashboard. Like, why would you want to take up more room in your truck? I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because I do not want to tear out that stupid dashboard. I don't want to do that. And then I don't want my truck to be all raggedy. The truck is in very good shape. It looks. The truck is in very good shape. Nice truck. So I don't want to tear it all up, the dashboard, and then If I decide to try to sell it or something like that, I can't sell it because nobody don't want it because I done tore it all to pieces. So no, I'm not gonna do that. And for some reason in the description, it's something missing. Because in the description in here, these right here, it has some hoses that you can attach to these, and then you can aim the heat this way or that way or whatever. Which ain't no big deal to me because I go to Lowe's or a hardware store and find some the ones that's flexible that you can and then actually bend and actually stay in the right place. You can see the radiator, the heater, the heater core thing in there. You can see it in the vents coming all the way across. All right, let me show you now. This line right here, this is where they didn't detail me, and I was getting upset. You see, so I couldn't tell what was what. Now, this is what I wanted to know. I want to know, did this stupid thing have a variable speed fan? And it had a switch, and it has one. Let's see. This one here has a low, medium, and high. Yeah, because it spins 3 times. I'm going to make sure you see it. 1, 2, 3. Medium, that's high, medium, low, and off. So it has a 3-speed fan. Now, somebody was complaining about one of these. I guess they were saying that it didn't last as long, but again, it could be the person because you gotta, it depends on how you take care of your stuff. Then it could just be the company could have gave you something cheap. Then this is nothing. You just take this right here, go to Lowe's and buy you one of these things. You can buy it however you want to. If you don't want all the different speeds and all that foolishness right there, you can go get a light switch and attach your light switch onto the side of it somewhere or in the truck somewhere, and then just turn it on and off. It'll just be on high and off. That's all you get. But I'm gonna run it the way it is. I'm gonna run it like this right here until if it try to go out, I'm gonna go ahead and just order a second one just in case. Because I like the fact of being able to put it on low, medium, and high. I don't want to just blast and full blast about to burn me up. Now, anybody else that would know, like I know, Expedition has 2 or F1, no, not the F-150, but the Expedition has two heater cores in it and 2 air conditioners. It has one in the front and it has one in the back. And unluckily for myself, the heater core in the back of the truck went out first. I said, well, that's cool. I'll just ride with the heater core in the front, and then I'll make it until next summer and get it fixed. Oh, the first day it got cold, that heater core went out too. How great is that? And here, as you see, is 12 volts. So that's what you're going to be running off of. Enough to show you that. Off the back, this is the ground wire coming off the back. One black wire coming off the back side, that's your ground wire. That's going to go to your negative, and this is going to go to your positive right here. This is elementary simple. If you can't do this right here, I don't know what to tell you. You got to find your mechanic or somebody that does wiring or computers or something that do it for you. But this is negative, positive. You got negative, positive on your battery. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. It'll turn it on. The only problem is if you leave this running by mistake or on low, when you turn your car off, your car ain't coming on tomorrow. It's that simple. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Also, I like the fact that they took the liberty to put a fuse in here. If the freaking thing is there. Yeah, it's in there. They took the liberty to put an inline fuse in case something goes wrong. That's on your red power line. It'll pop that inline fuse and they'll shut this whole thing down. And that's a nice safety perk. I do like that. Now, I'm going to tell you my favorite part of this fan, this heater core heater that goes inside your vehicle and you mount on the inside. Let's see, can I explain this to you the best way I can? Because I don't think you can see it through here. You can look. You'll notice The fans are not computer fans. They're not CPU fans. That's why I chose this particular one. This blower right here has a blower like a microwave would have. Or I also checked jigs to because I was interested in getting them from jigs, and it was like 44,000 BTUs and all these different type of BTUs, and I was very interested in getting them from them because the BTUs were so high. And my most interesting thing to me was that the fans are blower motor fans, rotary blower motor fans, ends over and blows out a whole unit across the front like an air conditioner does. But these particular, I've seen some and they have those computer fans. I don't want those computer fans because it just doesn't blow out enough power that would be satisfying enough for me. Um, Thank you, Living Free. You answered a question for me. That's exactly right. Yeah, and that was for Donna. I thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for answering the question for me. Mhm. And I was trying to right in the middle of trying to get this done, so I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. Now they have the I can't think of the name, but with the suitcase, and then they got the Winspur Pro diesel heater, which the tanks are bigger, is what that is. The tanks are bigger, and it's got a few more features on the display panel. Now, what they do have that you may not be aware of is they sell a wireless display that you can program to the unit. It'll pair to the unit, and then you can leave it inside, and you have the one that's on the unit, just let it stay, and you can have the other one inside your house. So you can do that. I think that thing is like 80 some dollars. You can look it up. It is on YouTube. What I am going to start doing, I don't know if I'm gonna get it on there tonight, but I'm gonna put all this stuff. I'm gonna start having it in the description, so you guys can go and look at it or pick it up if you so feel the need to do. Now, as far as quality for right now, it's pretty solid. It don't feel cheap. It don't feel like nothing I can sit on. It's gonna bend. All the screws are in it. Everything seems to be pretty steady. This is pretty solid. Don't seem cheap or anything like that. And I love the blowers that's inside of it. And of course, like I said, I'm gonna get some blower heads for the front of it myself. And I keep showing it because I don't know who's jumping in the room and coming back. I don't know. As you can see that radiator inside of there. But again, this is what I am going to be putting in the truck, and absolutely, I'm talking like tomorrow. So I'm gonna definitely get. I'm gonna get talk with my mechanic and see can he do it tomorrow. If my mechanic can do it, I already know I'm gonna need some more hoses because the hose is gonna have to go through the firewall of the truck and come back down into the truck and come to this unit. So I know everything has to be sealed off properly, or I'm gonna have water in the truck. So I know that has to be done right. So that's fine. And I want these to be up. Like if you sitting in a truck, I don't want this part to be exposed where you can get your leg burnt or something like that. I want that side turned the opposite way, out the way, so nobody won't get hurt or nothing like that. Because you'll never know who you're gonna be driving in front with. Might have some kids up there or something. And the most important thing is just to be safe, especially with your family and your kids and stuff like that. But again, it's just two simple cords, red and black. All this is running to the same thing, to the switch. The red is running to the switch. The black is running to the switch. Well, your black is not. The red is running to the switch. The black is not running to the switch. The black is coming from the back. grounded to the actual unit itself. So this is something I'm going to be definitely trying. And once I get it installed, I'm gonna definitely come back and do a follow up. And I want to see the actual follow up of this and see how am I happy with it, or do I need to get another one? Because they had one with freaking 6 ports across the front. I'm like, ain't that a bit much? So I don't know if I want to try this size, and I don't want to be so freaking big inside the truck that it's just taking up so much room in the truck. So that's something I definitely don't want to do. And the name of that diesel heater just came to my mind was the H. Calera. It's a suitcase version, and a lot of people are raving about how well they are and how good they are, or whatever. But you'll see. I mean, I have what the name of that freaking? I got 3 of them. Um, Silkios. Let me look it up and see the name of the diesel heater. I started to get the Viva, but I didn't. The Vivor, I didn't. But I do have another item to get. I've been seeing for a while, and I think it'll be a great investment. Um, just bear with me for a second. Let me see can I pull this up for you guys. Where are you? Names of diesel heaters. I can't believe I forgot the name of it. Let's see. I should just check my Amazon cart. H. Calera, Chabu, Vivor, LF Bros. LF Bros is another really good diesel heater. If you're in the market, you're looking for good diesel heater display, with a lot of features, and all of them come with remotes. But that LF Bros is very good. Okay, yeah, this is the one I got, and this thing was 150 at the time I bought it, and they marked it down. Actually, I got it cheaper than what they're showing right here now, but I'm gonna put it up so I can show it to you guys. So this is this. Come on, thing, pull up. Some things could be so slow sometimes. If I wasn't okay, there we go. I don't know if you can see it or not. I have the silver. Let me see that. The Seville. Yeah, the Seville. Uh-oh. Did the screen go black? Oh, it did. I'm sorry, guys. There you go again. Yeah, I bought 3 of these. You see all the fittings and everything that comes with it. That's pretty cheap. I haven't had any problems. Only problem I had was the display went out, and I wouldn't blame it. I had it outside for almost 2 years. I mean, if I put you outside, you probably go bad in 2 months. I mean, this electrical component has been outside. But what I did was I took something and I screwed a hole into the actual handle, and I had styrofoam that was on top of it to keep water from raining on that part of it. It would just roll off the top of it. So that's what I kind of used when it came to that. But that Seville, that's a really nice one. I know I can burn for 12 to 13 hours on high. Uh, I also found a what you would call electric, but it's battery operated. When I want to transfer diesel, you just stick it down in there and hit the button, and it'll transfer the diesel over into the other one, into the other unit. So you don't have to pick up that big heavy thing. You can just have it transferred over for you and fill it up. And then you go ahead and top it back up, cover it up, then you're good to go. So that's what I do. So that's the diesel heater I got so far. But the diesel heater I do want to and will get is the LF Pro and the Winspur. I think that's a Winspur. Yeah, let me see if I see it on here. Let me back out of this one. Let's see. I'm gonna let you see the LF Bro. It's a really good one as well. And you know what I mean? Again, you gotta do your research and on these units and see how well they're gonna fit you. And which one is the best? And that's what I did. I went to one longest lasting, bigger tanks. If you want to go outside less, you would you can go with the LF Bros, which is a tank. The tank is bigger. That's something that you could go with instead. Let's see. I'm trying to get out of this thing so I can show you this other diesel heater. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm out of it now. Okay, this is the other diesel heater that I already got in my shopping cart that I plan on buying. It's already in the cart. Uh, I am going to get it. This is a very good diesel heater. Very good diesel heater. Yeah, the Wimper Pro. I'm getting that one, and the LF Bros. I'm getting both of them because you can use that on 110, 220. That thing is nice, man. All that is built into the adapter. That's insane. So that's the one. That's the other one that I got that I said I'm gonna get. And let me see, can I pull you the LF Bros up? Show you that one as well. All this stuff is on Amazon. I just like I said, I wasn't really prepared for as links are concerns, but I am. And let me tell you right off top, these are not the same price as the Seville I got. They're not the same price. They are more expensive. I'll tell you now. Like this one right here, this LF Bros, you can see the LF Bro is $229. You're not gonna get these cheap. No. And I guess for the quality that you're gonna get in the tank size, I mean, it's still cheap. And like the LF Bros is 229, and the Winspers Pro, that other one is 189. Now the one that I bought, the silver one, I found it on sale right before the storm that just passed by. They had it on sale for $89 a piece, so I bought two of them. And then my other one, the display went out, so I found the display, the keychain, the remote control, and the main board, all of it for $30. And that was that I thought that was a very good deal. So I can fix the one that I already had, plus have two more diesel heaters on top of that. So you can't beat that. That's awesome. Let's, let's see. Yeah, it's $189. And let me show you this one here. So I got the deal on this right here, so you'll know about this. Anybody that needs a substitute for your heater cord in your truck, if you need a substitute for the heater cord in your truck, this would be a great option. Now, if something goes wrong with not a great option, it's going to be another video. It's going to be wrong regardless. And I'm going to let you know how well this thing does. Hopefully, it does a very good job. But I want to show you right now is an awesome time to get it. This is a full port like this one right here. Check it out. You see that price? 69 bucks with all the fitness. 69 bucks. $69. That's good. You got all your brackets mounted down, all your T port clamps to 9.5 inches long and 10.5 inches wide and 5 inches tall. You got your negative, your positive, and your two ports for you run your hot water through it. And believe it, I mean, most people minds don't work like mine do, but I'm always thinking outside the box. And I'm thinking like, if that thing runs off 12 volts, I'm like, is there some way possible that I can use it in an indoor situation. How could I make that work? How could I get some water to circulate through that thing? Can I get some type of pipes and a water pump and make it run water through there and run some seriously hot water through there and let the fans pass over and have a heater, a water heater inside the house? It's something to think about. It's something to think about. A lot of people don't think about that, but it's something to think about. Uh, Thank you, Donna Kay. Um, but I'm telling you, I mean, this you got to think outside the box. If your money is limited and you can't, I mean, you might have kids. I mean, for several reasons, you can have limited money, man. I mean, you got kids. Kids sucks up money, man. They suck up money like a toilet flush, like water going through a toilet. I mean, they always need something. So you gotta find a way to budget out your money. You gotta find a way to make your money make money. You also gotta take time and see what your different skill sets are. That what do you have a passion for that you can actually work at and make money with something that you love to do. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, I am not a work for a person type of man. That's not me. I mean, yes, I have a job. Do I want to stay work? What I want? Do I want to work there? No. Do I want to be at some point be self-employed again? Yes. I was self-employed for 13 plus years, and I went back into the workforce. I was gone so long until when I got back to the workforce, I thought they were still filling out paper. No, they were like, no, sir, we don't do that anymore, sir. You must go over to the computer and type in all that. I'm like, what? What? And fortunately, I do computers. That's what I do anyway. So it wasn't that big of a scare for me. But I'm so used to the old school way of it, of getting a job, going in there, grooming yourself, and putting on a nice suit and a tie, and looking for professional and talking like somebody with some sense. You got your pants pulled up on you, going out there, fill out the application, go. I walked. I promise you. I went down the strip. It was so many places to go to get a job. I just parked in one spot. 'Cause I don't feel like I've been a burnt the engine up. I parked the car and I walked to every single spot and filled out an application and talked to the manager while I was there. Walked all the way back, got in the car, left, had a job. By the next couple of days, I already had a job. That quick. But they make it so easy now for some of these folks, and they just still just so lazy until they just don't want to do it. They don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? They want everything handed to them. I mean, I'm from the school of hard knocks, Jack. If you want it, you got to get up. You got to get it. Nobody's going to hand you a handout. You know what I mean? Unless you're a woman, they might hand you a little something every now and then. But I mean, I wouldn't want it like that because there's something else might come with their handout. So I'm straight on that. So again, you gotta work. You gotta put in the work. If you want something to happen, man, put in the work. Find a way to make money, even if you're not moving. Find a way to make money while you sleep. I'm gonna just throw something at you for instance. We just talking now because I did my product review. So we just talking right now. So you want to make money, let you make money while you sleep. Start your eBay store. That's called residual income. If you got your eBay store and it's making money, you can be selling things while you are asleep and still making money. That is what you call residual income. You make money and you ain't doing nothing but just laying down asleep. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you what I found. And some of the, to me personally, some of the federal units are a very good place to get to have your money. put in a federal union. I didn't like the way it was set up, but it was good to have. It was like, well, why you say that? Because I found out. Now, anybody, I'm not the only one. Everybody knows that at no bank around anywhere where they live at, you're gonna get five, not even freaking 5% interest in your savings or checking if you let it sit. Tell me one bank to give you 5%. And if you get 5%, I bet you $1,000 that they got 100 feeds that's gonna take that 5% away from you. Name one, I'll wait. I guarantee you that. So let me tell you, I'm with the credit union myself. And I was digging into the credit union, constantly asking questions, constantly asking questions, constantly asking questions. And I started to dig far enough, and I dig in the right direction and found out that if I would just put $200 in my savings, I can draw 10% interest every month. Hmm. So if I put $1,000 in this credit account, in this savings account, I'm gonna draw. As long as I'm over 200, now I'm at 1,000, and I'm gonna save, put this in my savings. That means that's $100 a month just because you got your money sitting there. Who finna go in there and mess with that? I ain't. Hell, I'm trying. If anything, I'm trying to put 2,000 in there. Man, man, let's just think about it. Let's be realistic. If you take that $1,000, you let that $1,000 stay in the savings account that's drawing 10%, and you get $100 every month. Come on, that's 12 months in a year. That's $1,200 just because you let your money sit there. What? Who don't want to do that? Again, I call it residual income. I did absolutely nothing. I put some money there and let it sit, and there it is. Easy. Same thing with eBay. If you find a bunch of hidden products that's hidden, that's doing good, you put your products on there and you do a good description, whatever you got to do. It's so easy now because they got AI on there. It's easy. You do that, and then go about your business. Wait till the cash register ring. You go check. Oh, they sold it. Blah 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 blah. Guess what you gotta do? eBay already got the thing. You can get your print out everything. All you gotta do is take the stupid tag, boom, put it on the package, take it to the post office, drop it off. There it is. Residual income. Easy. All you gotta do is drop the package off. That easy. Speaking of that, I got somebody got to send out today. I'll send out tomorrow. Residual income. Easy. It's easy. But guys, man, I can't wait to put this thing in this truck. I'm gonna tell you right now, if it works the way I want it to work, the way I think it's gonna work, I am most definitely gonna put two. I'm gonna put one in the back, and I'm gonna have one in the front. Believe that. If it's working, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have one running in both parts of the truck, and my heat problem will be over with. And guess what? If something happens where it quits, all I gotta do is get online for $69 and order another one and replace it. All I gotta do is take this hose off, that hose off, change the negative and positive, and boom, I'm back in business. In about 20 minutes, I'm ready to go. I'm back in business again, right back with heat. That's a win-win for me. Sometimes you got to be able to do things, and everything doesn't have to be difficult. You can make it simple for yourself. You can make it simple for yourself. You don't have to make everything difficult. That's real talk. You want to make it difficult? Yeah, that's what it is. It's 2025. I got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to achieve. I'm gonna be talking to y'all a lot. I mean, developing my family, my YouTube family, but I'm serious about that. There's gonna be a lot of conversation going on, so I'm gonna get on your nerves because we're gonna be in here talking late night, early, late, don't make no difference. We just gonna be talking. But I'm gonna have a lot. I got a bunch of stuff that I want to put on that I'm gonna have to put on here for as products is concerned. Cause I'm steady getting different items. You know, I'm always looking for something that's gonna be helpful to not only me, but it'll be helpful to the viewers as well. So I'm like, hey, if I can think of this, I don't know who may have a bad heater core in their vehicle. I don't know. I mean, maybe all y'all got brand new vehicles. I don't know. If everybody got brand new vehicle, they probably don't buy Ford. Maybe that's just me. I mean, I buy Ford. I love Ford trucks. I just don't like the heater core. I think a heater core is stupid. Why don't you put a heater core in a dashboard when it's gonna cost how much? It's gonna cost you as much money as buying a vehicle than to get it changed. I just think that's stupid. And Ford, guess what? If you're listening Ford, please stop doing that. Stop it, please. Put the heater core where somebody can get to it and change it, please. But guys, I'm figuring ready to get out here. I'm figuring to wrap this thing up. I'm gonna put this up, get this repackaged, so I can get ready to send this out to my mechanic in the morning, so he can get to work on this because my mechanic is more excited about this unit than I am. My mechanic is like straight up like, "What's up, Leonardo? What's up?" My mechanic is more excited about it than I am. He said, "Man, I ain't never heard that before in my life." I said, "Really?" He said, "Well, you're going to hear about it tomorrow because I'm going to bring it to you." "Well, I'll let you know if I can do it." I'm like, "Bro, ain't nothing to do. Negative, positive. Two hoses. All you got to do is figure out how to run the hoses back in the truck. That's it. I can do that. I just want to do it. I don't want to do it because I got other stuff to do. So I'm going to stay over in my lane and do what I do, and I'm going to let you handle your lane. So you do this, get it mounted up for me. I'm gonna get it rolling. There's gonna be another YouTube video follow about this, and I'm gonna be on here hopefully bragging about this unit. Until then, people, I'm Dan Rathers. Now let me stop now. I'm Mississippi Survivor. I love you guys, man. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and doing this review with me. I got to say, man, if you ain't got God in your life, get God in your life. Keep God first in everything you do in every aspect. And until you can get to where I am in my mind, you wouldn't even understand. That's why I tell a lot of people that does, you know what I mean, that you do prepping, and a lot of people think that you're nuts. That because they're not in the same place in your mind that you are, so they gonna think you wacko. And a lot of people may think I'm wacko when it comes to that, and when it comes to when I go to talk to my God, because they don't understand it. And I tell you, it's simple. You're in, it's simple. You're in the matrix. It's simple. You must get disconnected from the matrix in order to understand because you are so codependent on the system. When you disconnect yourself from that and disconnect yourself from the devil, you have what left? God to connect yourself to. And when you connect yourself to God, you're automatically disconnected from the system and you will start to hate all the things that God dislikes. And you'll find yourself being closer to God, and you'll find yourself looking at like, oh my God, thank you for your grace and mercy, because I could be dead and gone. I can be gone and busting hell wide open because I didn't even try to study. So many people gonna die for lack of knowledge and perish because they didn't take the time to try to read. It's they didn't even no excuse now because I mean it's on eBay. It's on freaking it's on freaking line. All you gotta do is go online and just say, oh, Well, tell me the part in the Bible that refers to prepping. Tell me the part in the Bible that says, well, I can get saved by Jesus Christ. Man, you can look it up, Google it, it'll come straight up. You can get it in Word, book, tape, CD, and it'll tell you all that, man. You ain't even got to look, you ain't even got to turn out one page of the Bible, man. I advise you to turn pages in the Bible, make sure ain't nobody trying to fool you, but I'm just saying, you don't even have to. It's too easy. It's too easy. The road to hell is wide, but the one going to heaven is narrow. And you gotta make that choice. And I'm gonna say the most dangerous thing in the world to me, the most dangerous thing in the world to me is being able to make your own choice. Oh my God, that's so dangerous. Oh well, I'm gonna give you the ability to make your own choice. That is dangerous. Because you be making your own choices all the time, they be wrong. Man, you know, we be sinning every single day. Man, we need to be every day you wake up, Lord, forgive me my sins. Forgive me for whoever I've sinned against. If I sinned against you, God, forgive me. Not if I have, forgive me. And start over. Give me a fresh renewal of the spirit and the mind. So, oh, come on, man. You got to. Or you ain't going to make it. That's something everybody should be doing. And that's real talk. That before anything, you get in the Bible, you read, and you show yourself, study to show yourself approved. And the thing that kills me with people when they go to talking about purpose, the first thing they want to say is, well, well, you got to believe in God. What are you prepping for? And I'm like, that is so 2-year old and stupid. I mean, because it's all through the Bible. Let me spit something to you. Let me help you out real quick, because this is all through the Bible. Let me spit some game to you real quick. Pharaoh and all of these guys, all these different characters in the Bible, people, every year they harvest food and all this stuff and made ways of water to run through the village. And their concept of doing when they were running stuff through is different from what ours was. And of course you know that, but it was, if you look how they did it, it was genius. How they ran their water system and tables and got it to run through the whole castle and all that stuff like that. But they gathered year around. They had to gather year round. And you know why they gathered year round? They gathered year round because during the winter times, it was not no crops were growing in the winter time. Nothing. So if ain't nothing growing, then how you gonna eat if you didn't store it during the summer? So I'm gonna tell you, it's be like the ant. The ant is never lazy. The ant always stores up in the summer, and you always see ant piles everywhere in the winter. And then people think that they're going to destroy it just because they knocked over the top portion of the ant pile. That was only half. The ant pile is embedded down in the ground. The queen ain't sitting at the top where you can just hit the dirt and knock it down. No, poor construction. That's just a top portion. That's a top off, a covering. The queen is down in the ground. So again, I prove my point every time I speak about God. I prove my point every time. Every time I talk about God, my views go down to 2. Every time. When I speak about God, it goes down to 2. Nobody wants to hear that. And when I see that, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Because I'm not going to have a platform and not speak about God and speak about the goodness of Jesus Christ. Why? Because I'm like, oh, you had a platform to persuade millions of people. What did you do with it? Oh, well, I was telling them about things they needed for survival. Okay. Did you speak about me? Did you tell them about me, the goodness of Jesus Christ? Did you tell? Uh, now I'm looking stupid because God gonna ask us all these questions. So I don't want to be sit back and looking dumb when God say, "Hey, did you tell the people about my goodness when you had the platform to do it and let people know my goodness and tell them to get their life together with you?" It's okay to show show the products and tell people what they need to know to survive and keep and thrive, but still tell them about me. And I seen it. I was talking about someone I seen, it struck me and it stuck in me so hard. I'm like, hey, from now on, I am. I said from now on, I am going to tell people about the product. I am going to do the reviews. I am going to help people forward um, prepping is concerned. But at the same time, I want to make sure I let people know that God is real. He's very much alive, and you will answer for everything you do. So I advise you to continuously let God forgive me and try to do better. Don't just do it. Try to do better. You know, if you're in a bad situation, it may take some time to get out of it. If you're strong enough to just drop the ball, drop it and roll, drop it and roll. If not, my advice to you is to go ahead and try to get out of it. If not, you better stay prayed up and ask God to take the wheel and do whatever His will is to so you can make it, so you can get out of there, so He can be happy, so He can be pleased with your actions. It's a lot to go with this game. When you saying you disconnected from the matrix, it's a lot to go with this game. It ain't simple as y'all. Just some people try to make it be, and it wasn't meant to be simple. So if you want it, don't let your free will and choice, your 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 ability to have free will and choice destroy you or destroy your soul. So again, I ask God to forgive me of my sins every time I think about it. Now it ain't gotta be every day. It's every time I think about it. I could have been just said something 2 hours ago. I'm still gonna say something else. Like, okay, I tried to catch, I didn't catch. Lord forgive me. So y'all get yourself together when it comes to that. You know what I mean? And again, anybody that don't know Jesus, I invite you to know Jesus and give your life to Christ, man. Real talk. I mean, simple. You bow, you pray to God, and ask God to forgive you of your sins. You get yourself baptized, get yourself in a good church, study the word, and get your Bible. And if you ain't at church, just get your Bible and study. Just study, man. I mean, you don't want to read 4 or 5 paragraphs. Read 4 or 5 paragraphs a day. Anybody said read the whole Bible one day? Because you can read the same scripture 12 times and get something different out of it. That's how the Bible works. So I'm saying that. I'm saying that to you guys, and we run into about an hour and 20 something minutes. Usually my video be like 10, 15 minutes, maybe 30. But this live, what I do like about this live is it don't take up all my phone space, and it's just going into live straight to YouTube, and I do like that. So I can do the video as long as I got battery space, battery time, and then shut down. So this probably like the longest video I've done. This is running to about an hour and a half. But again, this product is on Amazon. Hopefully, you guys, if you need one, hopefully if you don't need one, that's awesome. But if you do need one, you need to pick it up. Go and get you one. Get you one, put it in your car. And this thing got some weight on it too. It is not like it's heavy. You put that in your car and have you some heat. Because the electric heater, that thing ain't no. All you gonna do is you gonna mess around and kill your alternator. because the alternator can only take so much unless they got some new stuff out I seen. I'm gonna look into that and let y'all know more about that. Where it puts out, takes the access and goes into a device, and the device intensifies and boosts it up, and make more power out of it. Yeah, but we're gonna look more into that at another time. But I'm finna get ready to get out of here, guys. Man, I really enjoyed y'all, man. I really do. I heard Donna K. Thank the Lord. You right about that. Thank the Lord. So I'm getting ready to get out of here. And just want you guys to know I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in with me, hanging out with me. I love you guys. I'm definitely going to be back in here a lot. So if you ain't got nothing to do when you get home, Mississippi Survivor going to be talking to you. Okay, guys, I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Mississippi Survivor, and I'm out of here, guys.